guys, this is Doe here, and these are 10 things that I wish I had known whenever I was a kid. Number 1 is to not worry if it's good enough. Just do it. I had a lot of dream jobs as a kid, like I wanted to be a firefighter, an actor, a writer, an artist, a psychiatrist. I think my main problem is that if I wasn't immediately good at something, I would give up very easily. And it seemed that if it was going to be too much work, I would get discouraged very easily. I would be like, oh, well, I don't care anymore. And I know it's very cliche, but as I've gotten older, I've realized that anything worth doing is going to take hard work. I used to feel like, oh, well, I'll start doing YouTube once my art is good enough, or once I have a good enough story to tell, or once I do this or that. And you can make up any number of excuses, as many as you want, but making excuses won't get you any closer to reaching your goals or achieving your dreams. Okay, so number 2 is you have to try to not care about what other people think. And I know it sounds silly, but it's true. And okay, so if something makes you happy, you can't let other people's opinions stop you from enjoying it. Like, if you like cartoons, watch them. If you enjoy playing video games, then play them. If you like wearing certain clothes, who cares what other people think? If it makes you feel happy, then do it. When you're older, you're not gonna look back and regret doing something that brought you joy. You're only going to regret hiding who you are because you were worried about being liked or popular. Okay, so this next one took me a while to understand and realize, and that is living in the moment is not the same as enjoying every moment. And what I mean by that is you have to enjoy every second of life that you can, but don't do something just because it'll make you happy in that moment. You have to think about the consequences of your actions, which brings me to my next point. You have to try to do your best to not give in to peer pressure. Just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean you should. Nobody's going to know better than you what is in your best interest. If it feels wrong in your gut, then don't do it. Don't be in a rush to grow up. Being an adult is kind of lame, to be honest, and you have bills, responsibilities, obligations to people who depend on you, which that's great and all, but enjoy being young while you can. You have so much more freedom than you realize. You'll have plenty of time to be an adult later, trust me. Next up is don't take your loved ones for granted. Whether it's your family, your friends, your pets, whatever. Don't take them for granted because they won't be around forever. You should embrace every moment that you can whenever you have them with you. You'll wish you had whenever you were older. Okay, so when you have to make a decision. If you have to make a really big decision, try to take your time to make sure that it's what you want. If possible, take about a week, at least, if you can, to make your decision. Some things aren't that hard to do, per se, but they're really hard to undo. Love comes in many forms. There's platonic love, family love, romantic love. One could argue that there are more, but, who cares? These are the main 3 we're talking about right now. Most important thing is to don't be afraid to tell people I love you, because you might not get another chance. I guess this kind of ties in with not taking people for granted, but I digress. My next piece of advice is don't be stingy with compliments, but at the same time, try to not be creepy. I can't tell you how many times a simple compliment has brightened my day. Even if it's just as simple as, I like your hair, or wow, that outfit is so cute, or you make me smile. Compliments can go a long way. Next up is one of the things on this list that I truly feel is the most important, and that is to check on your friends. Well, family too, but you get what I mean. Anyway, You never know who's going through a hard time, and sometimes all it takes is a friend saying, "Hey, I'm here for you," to make them feel like they have the strength to keep going. And on that same note, don't be afraid to be friends with that weird kid in school. I was that weird kid, sitting all by themselves in the library during lunch just because they didn't want to deal with the stress of figuring out where to sit. School is a difficult time in your life, but you'll make it through it. I promise. It won't last forever, and when you're older, almost nothing you did in high school, or school in general, won't matter whatsoever. Alrighty guys, well that's it for now, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, any of that fun stuff. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, feel free to tell me down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.